Hi, this is Nancy Dadami. Have you ever tried to explain what you do to a child? Well, I had that experience last week. I went to do an energy space clearing at Zachary's house. And he asked me, so what are you going to do? And that caused me to stop and think, because the way I normally explain what I do uses science and words that I knew somebody that was 5 wouldn't understand. So I asked him, have you ever seen Star Wars? And he said, oh yes, and then proceeded to jump around and do some lightsaber stuff. And I said, well, you know the Force? You know, there's the good Force that makes us feel really good and promotes good health, and then there's the bad Force, which is dark and makes us feel really bad. And he goes, oh yeah, he knew what I was talking about. And I said, well, what I'm going to do in this energy space clearing is I'm going to increase the good Force and have the bad Force leave. And he goes, well, how do you do that? And I said, well, there's 3 steps. One is to let the bad Force know I'm coming. And the second step is to invite the bad Force to leave. And then the third step is to increase the good Force and fill the house with the good Force. Well, this led to a lot of other questions. Well, how does the good Force get in the house? And how does the bad Force get in? And, well, where does the bad Force go? So I told him the good Force comes in through the front door. Every day when you open that door, that good Force is coming in. That's also how the bad Force goes out. And the bad Force, where does it go when it leaves the house? It goes to the heavens, where there's other good forces, because all bad Force is transferred into a good Force. And the reason we want all this good Force in our house is so that we can be happy and feel fulfilled. And he was thrilled. So when we were finished, he said, do you want to have a cup of tea? And so we did. It was great. And on the way home, I was thinking about it, and I thought, you know, simplicity, that is the key here. So how many times have you tried to explain something to somebody and you made it much harder than it really was? My challenge for you this week is to take something that's difficult for you and try to tell a 5-year-old about it. It is a transforming experience, and it gives you a lot of insights. So until next time, Nancy Dadami, 3 Secrets.